Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Brother Omar. Wa alaikum salam, Brother Nasser. Today, I came to be part of your preaching dialogue. It's important to listen to preachings, because it changes the mind and help us get closer to Allah, God. It gives us a peace of mind. MashaAllah, that's so true. Thank you, Brother Omar. Allah, God, says in the Quran, chapter 51 verse 55, remind, for indeed the reminder benefits the believers. So it's our duty to remind. Thank you so much, brother, for the wonderful reminder. That's my pleasure, Brother Nasser. When you speak about the mind in your conversation, it reminds me of the miracle of Allah, God, the Almighty. The mind is one of the miracles of God, and nobody knows how it's created, and we do not know the description of it. For example, we know how the heart looks, the intestines, lungs, kidneys, etc., but we do not know how the mind looks. It's so amazing that God has created in this way. MashaAllah, brother. This is why I always like to visit you, because you remind me a lot of things that are beneficial. Alhamdulillah, thank you. Also, the work of the mind is the capacity to comprehend, make rational conclusions, form speech and behave sensibly, and allowing faith and security into the heart. It projects coherent and non-conflicting thoughts. The mind is able to understand proof and evidence of truth. For example, if the mind sees a smoke, will know there's fire. If sees footprint, will know they are traces of walking. If sees harm, will detect it, etc. It doesn't literally means the mind have eyes, but it means the mind work with the eyes to judge. MashaAllah, this reminds me of chapter 29, 35 Ankabut, where God says, and we have left a clear sign of it for people who possess intellects. The mind enables us to learn from the lessons of history. And we have not sent before you any but men from among the people of the towns. We revealed to them. Have they not traveled in the land? Have they not seen how was the end of those before them? And the abode of the hereafter is better for those who fear God. Do you not then understand? Quran 12, 109. Allah is the greatest. Also, there are many verses of the Quran that do not specifically mention the mind, but indicate that thoughtful and reasonable people will be able to follow the way of God, making good use of their God-given gift, the mind. There are different verses regarding the mind in the Quran, verses like, will they not then understand? Surat Yasin, verse 68, do they not look? Surat Al-Ghasha, verse 17, will ye not yourselves be admonished? Surat Al-An'am, verse 80, the mind is complemented with revelation. This means anything that is beyond its comprehension was told by revelation, so your mind deduces that this universe must have a creator, and then comes the revelation to say, see they not that Allah, who created the heavens and the earth. Surat Al-Kahf, 33, MashaAllah, Barakallah. It's amazing that we have ponder and reflect on some of the verses of the Holy Quran. Alhamdulillah. It can never contradict with reporting, for a simple reason that the mind is a balance Allah installed in us. This is such a miracle that no one can fully explain in details, only God knows best. Well said, Omar. We will never hear the voice of Allah, God, speaking to us in real life in this world. He, the Almighty, uses our minds to speak to us. That's why whatever we want to do of good or bad, the mind will judge internally to make us aware of it. The mind distinguishes between right and wrong. It's an automatic judge that works internally and does not contradict its rulings, for the fact that it is installed by Allah to do its job. That's why for this reason we can never make certain excuses in the day of judgment, because the mind judges and help us differentiate between good and bad deeds. This is indeed a miracle from God, the Almighty, the All-Wise. When life is hard, God is there to make it easy. Let's try to be a man of God and live our lives for the sake of God. This is the straight path. Thank you, Brother Nasser, for this wonderful message. You are welcome, Brother Omar. That's my pleasure, dear. May Allah, God, give us understanding and help us be able to worship Him. Peace be upon you. And same to you, brother. Peace be with you from this day till the end. Ameen. See you again, and thank you for the reminders. Nice to meet you. Ma salama.